more, and it didn't work then. I don't like what you say. You won't get none of this. Strategic planners are thinkers. Please write that down first. You got to be a thinker. The one thing I found out, Frank, it is hard to think. Good God, it's hard to think. All right, I'll tell you what. When you get home, write your wife, your child, your husband, your neighbor, write them a letter. Any kind of letter. It's hard to think about what to say, even in a letter. It's hard to think in it. All kind of stuff be going on. Let me write this. No, let me write this. No, let me write this. It's hard. So that's why God says we have to change and become strategic. In other words, we have to change to become thinkers. Boy, I'm going to drop something here. Then I'm going to read Habakkuk. Thinkers are not reactive. They don't react. Amen. Thinkers are proactive. That means they got a plan. Yeah. Many of us have messed up stuff because we reacted instead of being proactive. We didn't think. We didn't have a plan. Come on. Put it in parentheses real quick. Strategic people think twice and act once. Strategic people think twice and speak once. People who are not thinkers are always having to have to reiterate, change what they said before. But if you are a thinker, you'll think about it twice and then react in it once. In other words, you consider both sides before you open your mouth, before you do anything. Here we go. Y'all ready for this word? Y'all ready for this word? Here we go. I only got 4 minutes. Habakkuk started this thing in verse 1 by saying, it is a burden, the burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. Oh Lord, how long shall I cry? See, what he's saying is, these folk got everything they need, they don't have a plan about how to come out of this thing. They got the rules, they got everything, they had to set a plan on how to come out. And as long as they want to stay in, it's a burden to somebody who keeps trying to tell somebody how to get out of something, but they won't make a plan to do it. Okay? Now, here's the best way to be blessed. The fastest way to be blessed and the best way to be blessed, do what God tells you. Be obedient. All right? So after Habakkuk started saying this and they got it, then God said, okay, he said, they got it? Habakkuk said, yeah, I think they got it. He said, you sure they got it? He said, yeah, Lord, I think they got it. He said, it's been a burden to me for all these years. They've been in bondage and in captivity. I came in. Habakkuk the prophet came when Josiah was a king. He was 14 years old when he became the king. And when he came in, Babylon took him over. And so now they weren't growing. They were being depressed all the time. So God sent a minor prophet said, don't talk to those who got them in bondage. Talk to the leaders and tell them, get a plan on how to come out of this. How many of y'all need a plan on how to come out of debt, how to come out of depression, how to come out of sadness? Talk to somebody and say, get a plan. Happiness is not going to knock on your door. Joy is not going to knock on your door. Prosperity is not going to knock on the door. Get a plan. He says, now that they got it. Now, Brother Eddie, when he got it, then he comes back and says, they got a plan? God said, I don't believe it. Because they said this before. They said they would be obedient. They said they wanted to come out, but they're not acting like it. So he says, here's what I want you to do. Verse chapter 2 says, I will stand upon my watch in my tower and watch and see what he's going to say to me. Here's what the prophet's saying. I don't care if they want to know when to come out. I'm going to wait to see what you're going to say to me now. Y'all better write this down. You got a plan on everybody with you, not going to go with you. You got a plan